That was heavy rain. That was fun.
A black wall from the west now, stretching edge to edge. We're sailing at the sunlit seam where the last light cuts the deep. Oh, golden gap beneath the brim of that dark unbroken ring, heading straight into the fold, like a door to some new world. What waits there? What waits there? Rigging starts to murmur, wind begins to turn, shadows climb the mainsail.
When I sailed into that last night, that was like going into fairy tale. There were black clouds. The sun had already set behind it, that's why they were so black. But I could also see rain in it. It wasn't a straight line, so I knew very well that there wasn't a lot of wind. It was very, very long, and there was a gap in it, and the colors of the sun setting, I could see to that gap, which gave the idea it was a gateway into another world. And it was. When I came to there, all of a sudden the wind went west, straight on my nose. I ended up with Ginny going north. I had to trim the sails and work on Ginny, and it was bumpy and not too much wind, but I ended up heading straight for Antigua. That was the highest I could do. In the bumps, very quickly, the sails couldn't do anything anymore. And there was a big ship coming on the IS, so I eventually started an engine, dropped the main, and went with 3 knots gently because the engine came out of the waves. And at least the more south came back. I left the main down, tiny bit of foresail, and just let the boat go that way. I needed a rest. Yeah, the map has a perfect blue out, even giving purple in the middle of that. There's no wind in front of us. And a bit wind today, no wind tonight, and then they say it's gonna fill up again with the southeasterly. So let's hope for that. We got trapped!
Soft hull hum, blue on blue on blue, almost still. Sky melts into the view. I climb out to the outrigger's narrow beam, salt on my lips, sunlight stitched into the seams. Trimaran Twilight, sliding through the blue, world slows down, leaves me here with you. It's not about the speed, it's the breathing of the tide. I've never known a better.
We're only doing about 2 knots, sometimes 1.5, sometimes just 3. There's no need to go any faster. This is wonderful. Is there a better spot to sit and drink coffee? This is how I like an ocean. The rest of this trip, my friends. Twilight, you're so much stronger and can do so much more than I expected. I've been saying it all the time, give me a blue out. Now this is not blue out yet. There's still some ways farther up. It's gone purple on the chart. That's beyond blue. There's nothing big.
Trimaran Twilight, sliding through the blue, world slows down, leaves me here with you. It's not about the race, it's the resting of the mind.
For me, it's the best part of ocean sailing. See like this. 2-3 knots. No noise. Not even an autopilot anymore. Ginny is steering in this wind. Now the fact that I don't have big white marks from this is that when I'm in the middle, I've been a lot inside the boat. When I'm in the middle, I'm not wearing it. I sleep with it next to me. Anything crazy goes, that's the first thing I can grab. Not so much worrying about the floating, but this thing, the PLB that I could set off and people know exactly where I am. They know it's me. I really like that. I think those are really wonderful. And then when you know that they know where you are, then obviously the floating is fantastic. They don't know where you are floating. They don't even know you're in the water. What does it help to float another day? Now there have been people rescued, that's true. Oh, that's a very nice long swell. I think he didn't even notice that they were going up. I can see it rolling away now. That's what it is. It doesn't matter how high they are, as long as they get very long. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but that's what we're gonna get over us, and we're gonna get some rain. Now those are some beautiful red colors behind me, but in Holland we say, ochtendrood is mother in the sloot. I think I'm gonna get rained on. So much for the nice weather. I get at least to wash my hair a bit with fresh water instead of salt water.
Trade winds laughing, they keep shifting in my face. Said we'd chase the sun, got a different kind of grace. Now it's raining on the Atlantic, on my way to the Caribbean blue. Sky turned tragic, kind of romantic. Guess the weather fell in love with you. Oh, the winds keep playing games with me, changing every little thing I planned. Now it's raining on the Atlantic, but I still got your name in my hand. Deck shoes drowning.
And isn't Ginny wonderful? She doesn't mind about the rain. Try that with the electronics.
Road send me pictures of the turquoise and the light. I send you silver water running off the edge of night. Now it's raining on the Atlantic, on my way to the Caribbean blue. Sky turned tragic, kind of romantic. Guess the weather fell in love with you. Oh, the winds keep playing games with me, changing every little thing I planned. Now it's raining on the Atlantic, but I still got your name in my hand. Maybe this storm.
That's what has to rain. Oh, fun! Well, if you thought it was over.
Turns around, I'll follow every dark cloud.
Going into the last night, a little bit of a worry because they're giving thunderstorms and lightning and having my boat Trinity hit by lightning. I don't like lightning, but that's on the arrival in the afternoon. We could already be there. And as the sun is coming up behind me, we are entering the Caribbean. Yeah! 4 times a solo Atlantic crossing. I'm quite proud of that. 8 times in total. 2 solo crossings on this boat, Twilight. 1 now from Alvord to the Caribbean and 1 from Key West, Florida, when I brought her to the Netherlands. Then there's been 2 crossings with Hunkadory in 2016, which was solo. And the 2 crossings together with Cheryl on this boat in world lockdown times. And then there's been the 2 crossings on Trimaran Dawn. That's 8 crossings together. I think that's enough. But to be honest, I'm already thinking about maybe crossing back. We are basically passing Barbados in the coming hours. And then there's 1 more day to go to Kariakou, and there we're going to swim, and Cheryl will come on holiday, spend some time, and from there we will decide what we're going to do. Yes, I'm already thinking about sailing to the Azores, but there's so many other places to go, but it would be fun. Maybe I bring some rum for you guys. I'm in the Caribbean.